Here we go with 3v3 League Season 7 Best of 5 playoff final in the first division. We have match made in hell versus Pathfinders. Seed 1 versus slightly lower seed, don't remember, but still. Highest division, first division, quite a little elo gap between the teams. The teams really solid players. I would call several of them semi-professionals. While Match Made in Hell has a larger spread of skill level, but also lots of good players. So we'll see where this brings us. We have Frontline for Match in the Hell, Made in Hell for the first one. Going to be a lame fest. I kind of assume that they're going to go really aggressive early on. And Colosseum, more standard open land map for Ziam's team. Land Nomad, Grand Bar off the menu, as we have Water Nomad and Brazil, very water heavy maps coming up next as the second home map picks, and finally banning down to Cape of Storms as the designated starting map, where I would expect to see maybe something like Japanese, Lithuanians, maybe a Dravidians middle position. Could see Armenians in water as well for sure, but that's more of a water nomad civilization perhaps. Ziam's team. I could see Magyars as the pocket civilization here, unless they want that for Colosseum. And then maybe we'll need something on Byzantines, kind of versatile as well. They're not really the water nomad civilization here, so they could do a decent middle position on Cape of Storms, perhaps. Depends on whether they want to go double up cavalry on land or may more like a standard ranged unit, cavalry unit approach. Someone needs to work water as well, so let's see what they bring us here. So, Pathfinders, we have Xiandiak in the middle here in the green, as the Franks. So, kind of a conventional pocket positioning for the Franks in the middle here. El Noniro in the blue as the Mayans, close to the middle, but going to play the archers on land then most likely, and then they'll be leaving Anfo with the Malians to defend for water, do their thing, try to claim naval control for their team and conserve their own fish while keeping the other side busy. And El Noniro going right for the lame as well. Doesn't care about them being the favorites elo-wise. Playing it dirty here. Right in to steal a Rhino nice and early from Unrivaled Super Hottie. That's also a setback of fixed positionings like this. You know, there might be a Rhino in the just in around here. And immediately setting back any option of Unrivaled Super Hottie in the red to go for, you know, early water aggression with the Japanese here, if that was ever the plan. Also makes it a lot more awkward to go for the 19 population or even 18 population archers opening on land, because you're down 400 food while your opponent has claimed some of it. Well, that's actually bugged. I mean, Pathfinders probably don't care all that much, but had they claimed a re for this, they would of course be allowed to, because both these geese are trapped inside of the forest for some reason. But since they've already been laming an additional rhino, I doubt they care that much at this point. It's also no money at stake, so maybe they don't worry too much about that. Right, so in the pocket for Match Made in Hell, we have King Boo bringing in the elephant unsuccessfully. So that's a little bit awkward for our Hunnic friend here. Does bring it back with one builder on the way towards the TC. Should be getting that elephant in without losing any villagers in the process, but yeah, sets back King Boo's opening a little bit as well. Going for the Huns from the pocket position again here. Going to start with the scouts then, unless they're going to go heavy on water, because there's some... all three players of Match Made in Hell have docked as well. They did not lose any of the docking villagers to opposing side scouts' aggression here. Yes, we'll see how this plays out. Looks like Match Made in Hell want to really commit to water, or maybe all on both of the teams just want to commit to fish nice and early and not go for that super fast archers uptime on land after all, realizing the importance of the mass amounts of fish that are absolutely relevant on this map. Speeding it up a little bit here to see what the player thing is. Oh, good scouts coordination here. El Noniro, even with the Mayans usually taking Doom at the very start of the game, does lose the docking villager here to the triple scouts coordinated from Match Made in Hell here. So Match Made in Hell draw first bloods. They are more efficient at taking out the docking villagers than their opposing team. Looks like Dan MT wants to go fast castle from the back position here. Could be the case for Anfo as well, depending on how much they invest into water. Going to lose the shore fishing villager as well to the starting scouts of Match Made in Hell. Great engagements early on here. The village is kicking in. I would expect King Boo to go for the scouts here, which is indeed the case. It's also sending two villagers somewhere. Where the hell is he going? Oh, okay, so he's going to wall for unrivaled super hottie here. Attempting to get the stone walls up maybe all the way towards the edge. Anfo is here with the scout as well, can't really deny that. While Pathfinders invest into land armies first and foremost here, where's the naval investment? Fire galleys for Malians and King Boo with the Huns is actually going for the fire galleys. Maybe that makes sense, he's saving wood being the Huns here. So it might be easier to go for both a land and naval combination here with that in mind. Looks like more fish overall for Pathfinders. At least they are... Wait, they're behind actually. They're behind in overall eco count. Stone walls from Unrivaled Super Hottie to the other side as well, but has not scouted in towards woodlands here, so there's an opening over here that Hottie doesn't know about currently. Match Made in Hell, of course, know that they are going into the game as the underdog, so to speak, as well. There's some synergy between the bonuses of Huns and Lithuanians, as the Huns team bonus is making the stables work 20% faster. That certainly benefits King Boo's early army production as well. However, Jamjak is keeping up, and until King Boo can research Bloodlands, Jamjak has the stronger cavalry overall as well. And even if you wall the front side like this, like both of the teams are doing, albeit with different approaches, you could still take the long way around and find sneaky damage until the teams start claiming the the north side of the map as well, where most of the additional stones and golds are. Pathfinders with a considerable army advantage now. They have more military on the waters as well. 9 fire galleys to King Boo doesn't have any at the moment. Actually, he did queue some, but maybe he changed his mind and wanted to commit to land aggression instead. However, it's double docks for Dan MT with Lithuanians is making some fire ships here. Did get the upgrade. Has the technology advantage over Anfo, but Anfo just has more numbers. He's got 9 total. He's got 4 forward for the time being. Dan MT needs more fire ships yesterday to be able to hold this off. It's gonna be tough. I don't know if fire ships actually get some extra elevation damage for the fire, but I think that applies. That could apply here as well. Looks like he's at least trying to keep the hill. But more fires come in here from Anfo, and the reinforcements probably on the way. Castle Age now 1.5 minutes away. I don't think Match Made in Hell will be able to hold on to water for much longer, and they are facing larger army masses in the middle as well. Unrivaled super hot with the double ranges of the Japanese, but struggling to keep up with El Noniro's numbers here, and they also... to be fair, King Boo has better upgrades on the scouts at this point, so he should be trading nicely against us in the scouts versus scouts fighting here. But the water situation is looking tough. Demolition ships being added now, but there's only one player producing on water for each team, and Anfo has a significant numbers advantage. Pulling back now, of course, pending the War Galley upgrade, but we'll regroup with the reinforcements. Wait, he doesn't really have the numbers anymore. He had 9 just a moment ago. Maybe he cancelled some to get the economy rolling on land instead. Still trying to get those stone walls up. Still open in the top side, which Unrivaled Super Hot is about to experience in the worst possible way right now. Does get punished for not scouting all the way towards the middle woodland. Here they go, all of these stone walls. Possibly for nothing here. And we'll set back Match Made in Hell even further, unfortunately. It's not looking too shabby for now, but... In fact, Pathfinders choose to pull back, but they're staying close to the walls to prevent Unrivaled Super Hottie from completing these walls. Bodkin coming in. Crossbow, not affordable just yet, but getting there. There it is. Not much King Boo's scouts can do about this on his own. Is on the way to the Castle Age. 2 minutes to go here. While on water, Danity has stabilized. The only player losing some fish is Unrivaled Super Hottie, but these are Japanese fish, so it kind of makes sense to have Japanese in this position as well, because as you target fishing ships, it's going to take longer to take out Japanese. Yeah, it could be that Unrivaled Super Hottie isn't too familiar with the Cape of Storms map. Definitely always laid out like this in the middle for Cape of Storms. But Unrivaled Super Hottie is also the lowest rated player of everyone in this matchup, so could be just the stress catching up to him and forgetting to scout that little detail in the heat of the moment. Oh, demo hits could be seriously underhyped there. That's two demos for one fire ship. That's not worth the demolition ship cost at all. And Dan MT about to reclaim water here from match made in hell, but it does set back the Lithuanians' castle age power on land, as the crossbowman of El Donero has found Dan MT's expansion as well. More town centers overall for Pathfinders. They are establishing an economic lead now. King Boo could commit now, but is waiting for the +2 defense for the light cab to dive in on this crossbow group. But Ziam is here with some Franks, almost fully upgraded knights as well. Crossbows hitting and running. I mean, they're trading against light cab here, so they're not going to be trading great in terms of gold to wood food value here, but gets away with most of the numbers here as Nziam Duck stays close with the Knights. Triple stables production from both pockets now, but Lithuanians sadly quite behind. Relics should be relatively easy to collect at least a couple for Dan MT. For some attack boost for the Lithuanians cavalry. Ballistics even in for El Nondiro with the Mayans here, and has actually stopped queuing crossbows for the time being to commit more to land economy as a third town center is added. They're stonewalling the top side to prevent any raids from this angle. So doesn't want any surprises from the north. The real disturbing factor here is the economic numbers of match made intel. Unrivaled Super Hottie making it to the castle age as well, but only with 13 archers to benefit from the crossbow upgrade. Double cavalry approach from a match made in hell, kind of. At least Nananti has the stable somewhere to produce the knights, but has to keep the fish alive to be able to sustain that production as well. Does have some farms on land, but not enough to sustain multiple stables cavalry production, I don't think. That's the first one. And Pathfinders seemed in decent control over that one. Played it dirty from the beginning with the laming of the Rhino of Unrivaled Super Hottie, who is already the weakest player in the matchup. But you know, it's allowed according to the rules, so certainly a way for them to secure a quick set. 79-25 for El Noniro, some serious Archer's micro at work there, and no one even close to contesting that army mass. So interesting naval fighting, but Amfo did get the better end of the deal in the end without necessarily overinvesting. Didn't really provide that much on land, at least not yet though, but conserved the fish while Match Made in Hell were about to lose their most, if not all of their food in common water, which is significant on this map. Not a single villager lost for Pathfinders, except for the early docking villagers of the Malians and Mayans. So here we are with Cape of Storms completed. And what did we see? The Japanese, Hans, Lithuanians against the later picks of the Franks. And yeah, Mayans maybe a bit of a safer one. Is it frontline next? It's probably frontline next. Where it would be amazing to see Sicilians. Would not surprise me too much to see them. Do we have any Berbers or Goths here? Not really. Goths banned. Could also kind of see Aztecs here as a middle civilization with some shenanigans, infantry openings, or yeah, I don't really know what to expect here. Khmer in the back, perhaps, with the fast scouts approach. I think we'll see Sicilians just because of donjons, towers, sergeants, whatnot. You pudding style. And then for the third civilization, I don't really know. For Ziam's team, maybe Berbers. We saw them in the second division final. Otherwise, humans could probably be a good civilization to have in the back position there. And then Koreans for towers and war wagons, perhaps. Let's have a look. Game 2 is not frontline at all, it's Water Nomad. One map which really rewards preparation. But on the other hand, Siamjak's team, the Pathfinders, they also picked one water-heavy map as their home map. We have a player subbed in for Match Made in Hell. Paradox playing as the Malay here. Paradox, Water Nomad, enjoyer number one, if you ask the players following his Twitter and Discord updates. Really enjoys the chaotic mess that is Water Nomad. You start with 30 in population, need to build docks and houses immediately, otherwise you'll get Omega housed, and you also won't have any place for a fish to drop off the food. Looks like they're spawning villagers on either side here, so they'll have relatively close starts here. PC on the gold for King Boo. That's something you ideally always want on Water Nomad, because then it's going to be at least harder to deny your gold income for your galleys production, which is crucial to get out early on this map. You can move anywhere with melee units and water units, or almost anywhere. And so for that reason, a well-placed demolition ship hit could be amazing if you find the opponent's woodlines or golds exposed. But of course the players will wall in these critical areas and not let that happen at this level. So it's going to be about the galleys finding places to camp, like over here, for example, to deny wood income without being in range of the town center. Looks like all... no, El Noniro actually not town-centered, close to gold. And the gold's a bit far away, could be an issue, but at least they're in the backside of the town center. So that works to Match Made in Hell's favor. I think they're already kind of flaring a potential team wall here, are they? I don't know what these... I think they're just speculating as to where the... Okay, they're coordinating the scouting with the water buffaloes that are in abundance anyway, so might as well just use them to try and spot the opposing players' locations. The NMT went for the Aztecs for Water Nomad. It's not exactly something I expected as an early pick like that, but Aztecs. 10% faster working military building, that also applies to the docks, of course. Two buildings for the dock. So Aztecs, galleys, I mean, why not? Also, the builders work slightly faster, so it's... no, they don't work faster, sorry. They bring in 3 more resources per trip from the very start. So that's also something to boost your early economy for an early uptime on this map. King Boo on the way up with the Dravidians. Instant 200 wood once he reaches the next stage means that he should be able to get 3 dogs up before starting producing the galleys. or just double docks and a quick letching. And finally, Paradox with the Malay goes up 66% faster, so he's going to be up in between Boo and Dan here. So as for Pathfinders, we had Dan and D. Okay, it's quite close, but he can't really see it. But we have Berbers for El Noniro with faster moving ships. They move like tiny bit faster, 10% faster or whatnot, compared to the other ones. Yeah. And Anfo with the Vikings, which means cheaper docks for everyone. Team bonus for the Vikings, 15% cheaper docks, also quite handy on Water Nomad. If it goes to the Castle Age, this one, you'd have Vikings longboats to move quickly across the map and take out units or villagers as they go. And finally, Jump Jack with the Romans. That also have naval bonuses applying to them. Here we go with the Stonewalls again for match made in hell. Honestly, not necessarily a bad approach if you're placed like they are, because you won't really be going into multiple town centers boom on Water Nomad anytime soon. So might just spend that starting stone. For walls, it does mean that it's going to be a lot more awkward to get defensive towers up though. Dan and T already on that, securing the gold with a preemptive tower, but El Noniro is out with the galleys. Military numbers dead even for now, but that could quickly change here as King Boo's walling builder will be spotted by the non-fletching for now galleys of El Noniro. Villager goes down, but King Boo fighting at home base, home field advantage here. Has fletching in and finds the stray galleys of El Noniro here. Drumjack with fletching in for the Romans. Also guards the woodline here. Paradox. Not with fletching just yet, but Drumjack with the Romans does have it. Also has faster working economy. 5% faster working builders, which will scale well on any map, and in this case going to bring in wood and gold more quickly for continued production of galleys. It's already 7 military lead for Pathfinders here. Water Nomad tend to be short games because the team that snowballs their armies the quickest and most efficiently, they will be the winning team in the end. No, Paradox with the earlier feudal age, or quick feudal age with the Malay with a slightly higher population is still struggling to keep up here because the wood economy has been contested. Stonewalls kind of making it harder for Pathfinders to engage, but they're also not completing. King Boo chasing Jamjak's small masses to the north, but now being paid a visit by El Noniro to the side here, and El Noniro picks off another villager. King Boo lost 4 villagers thus far. That's maybe the cost of early walling like this, even though the placement really would favor team walling like they were attempting to do here, the match made in hell team. Keeping up though, it's not that far off, all things considered here. There's been some build losses, but Dan MT has managed to raid some of the economy of Pathfinders in the process as well. Gal is still queuing, but Jamgak out numbering Paradox. Still here until the Galleys production can complete. Paradox patiently waiting for the reinforcements from the docks over here to be able to take better fights against the opponent. Behind this though, Unfo with the Vikings, 9 galleys out. Must have idled a little bit here for the Golden Comb to be able to go to the Castle Age here. Will get Bodkin Arrow and War Galley well ahead of anyone on Match Made in Hell, of course. Maybe we'll even see the longboats. Yeah, triple dog production of longboats. So committing to longboat production over galleys now. Might not even go for the War Galley upgrade, but rather use this as a throwaway group to harass the economy inside of the enemy base. Pathfinder's pushing further into Match Made in Hell's base now. Still trying to get those walls up, those team walls up for Dan MT and crew. Paradox might be in a position to wall off this section now, but then again he needs to deal with the raiding armies to the back, trying to coordinate with his teammates here to clean up these numbers. But Jamjak in the blue just has more numbers working. King Blue lost all of the fishing ships, lost lots of economy to the raids throughout the game, and it's just facing larger groups of armies that are getting increasingly harder to deal with. Longbows just massing up for the time being, not really going to engage until they have a decent group to send forward. No reason to rush it for Pathfinders, they have the military advantage by good margins at this point. Yeah, almost twice the galley mass or military mass now for Pathfinders. Longboats, will they be moving out? Castle Age is in for Jamjak as well. And immediately able to afford War Galley and Bodkin Arrow as well. This is something about the economy set up behind this as well. To have brought in the food and gold needed in addition to this. Just now gets Loom. Longboats entering the field will very quickly be dealing with builders here. No ballistics just yet, but maybe not a priority at this point. Definitely finds value at Dan MT's woodline here, idling quite a bit of that, and look at the eco losses for Dan MT as well. It's down to 25 builders now. War galleys in on Paradox's side now as well, still has 40 villagers to be fair, or eco units, but it's about the map position and the control that Pathfinders are establishing here as well. El Nodiro now just 50 seconds, 55 seconds away from the Castle Age. 2-0 for Pathfinders. $39.8. That's some serious galley micromanagement for El Noniro there. Best economy as well. Didn't really get touched all that much at home base. Pathfinders. So there's that for sure. all of the players in the Castle Age, or soon to be in the Castle Age, while Match Made in Hell only had King Boo with the opportunity to kick up, but not really any armies to scale with that upgrade. That's why they tap out and call it. And move on to the next game. Water Nomad. Though, is his frontline next? Remains to be seen. Berbers, Vikings, Romans for that one. Game 3, got to be on frontline indeed. And as suspected, we are going to see Sicilians for this one. Let's see if it's also the same players. Going up here. No, Unrivaled Super Hottie is back. In the middle position as the Sicilians. Maybe wants to return the favor of laming from the first game. El Nodiro moving straight out, just like on the Coastal Forest game, or not Coastal Forest, but Cape of Storms game. Looking for anything to steal here. Does not have the Metal Civilization now, so slightly more awkward to pick up the boar. We'll see the villagers moving out. Full control here. Loom just kicked in for Unrivaled Super Hottie, who is going to go where? It's been spotted. Maybe it's just going ultimate surprise mode and just moves straight onto the pocket instead. Scouting on point for El Nodiro. Probably flared that something is up here. Still one boar to potentially take, but it needs to be scouted as well. Could wall in the golds, could shoot the deer, but those are actually Hottie's deer, I would think. So also doesn't quite succeed in blocking the lure. Now here we have action going in to wall the betties here. Both starting scouts of green and teal ready to move in to try and stop these villagers from walling the betties and continuing the laming here. But we're going to need more help from the teammates here to keep the opponent's side scouts from limiting the damage made from these forward laming attempts. Two Sicilian builders forward. Hottie setting himself significantly back here, already running idle because of fewer villagers to collect resources. Does keep two scouts of the opponent's side at home though, and preventing them from pushing in the hunt because they will desperately be trying to focus down these forward villagers. Betis get walled in as well. So the Jamjak with the Slavs here will be forced to go into farming earlier to compensate for all of the food lost here to Unrivaled Super Hottie's forward effort. Oh, Rip Scout, that's an unfortunate one for Unrivaled Super Hottie. Now we're going to wall in some stone perhaps, or just hide these guys away for an eventual dungeon drop later on. No, the gold is being flared. Someone is telling Hottie to move back and try and deny this gold from being taken in the front. Or maybe to wall the back gold so that the front gold has to be taken from blue and could get contested by the other guys. Dan MT with the 17 population Field Age here for the Camber, so going to be up well ahead of the Pathfinders here, at least 1 minute if I'm going to guess at something. Oh, no, 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 no! One hit and she's down. Rip. And I guess that's the end of Unrivaled Super Hotties forward adventure here. Jamjak losing the access to the hunt. Doesn't really matter that much when you are the slabs, because you could always seed the farms. Did we appear to mill? Whoa! It's a lame into douche. And the flare on the goal was to indicate that, you know what? I'm gonna douche. Sicilians also built their town center much faster. 50% faster, 80% faster, don't even remember, but you don't stop that. It's as simple as that. It's an annoyance for sure, but does it really set back Pathfinders all that much here? Village obviously in for El Niro. Just dropped the barracks, now going to drop the archery range as well. Meanwhile, Dan and T is making the scouts. As you'd expect Jamjak to do as well, maybe? Double range archers for El Niro, while Jamjak just now drops the stable to move on to try and match the Khmer scouts numbers. Starting sound center goes down, so at least that's 100 more stone for El Niro to rebuild it elsewhere. Probably gonna go up somewhere around here, then it have safe woodlands and golds. So maybe we won't see any dungeons this game after all, but it's going to be another town center on the gold and on the archers production, because why not? Match made in hell are 2 games down, they can do whatever they want at this point. Once again the stone walls, trademark match made in hell, I guess. Going to try and use that time bought by Unrivaled Super Hottie to secure the sides through stonewalling and limiting the passage of the opposing armies. Yep, rebuilding the town center on the golden woodline over here. Archery ranges to go down for El Niro, but of course they know they're ahead already. Or I say that, but they are level in the economy. It's just because Super Hottie is still in the Dark Age, of course. That's 7 villagers difference already. With that in mind, managing to get some damage in here though, sniping some villagers on the food, pushing El Niro off on woodline. Maybe it's just relocating to collect the wood over here as well. Yeah, Ranger's still up, still producing. Will need to be rebuilt at some point. I think the lane is viable, but the humans might be too good in the end. Yeah, in the back of this Ampho, it's free booming with 2 town center humans. They're not going to be harassed anytime soon, and feudal age archers and scouts won't really be enough to keep the humans away here. But laming definitely typically viable on this map. It's allowed King Boo to freely Mass with double range archers as well, while El Noniro is losing both of the ranges to produce from and probably runs low on wood because of rebuilding the town center. Now has to rebuild the ranges. Second stable coming up for Jamjak, so he's going to double up on the scouts production and extend the feudal age, I would assume, while the humans player will cruise into the castle age with that the time bought. Are we gonna see another? This would be a beautiful third town center drop for Hottie over here. Would hit both TCs essentially. Oh no! He doesn't range that, does he? He just wants the berries. Civilians also start with 300 stone, so that's already the third town center that Hottie has built. Or rebuilt, depending on how you look at it. I will see if he ranges this one. Finally moving into contested humans a bit as well. 49 villagers for Anfo and just about ready to click the castle age. And the humans will absolutely dominate this. Let's see that building range indicator for a little moment there. Just one tile short of the town center, unfortunately. Close, but not close enough. So military size behind this, I think it should be slightly higher for... Oh, never mind. 4 scouts for Pathfinders, more hit points total. Yeah, I couldn't drop it closer because of the house, that makes sense. Look at the scores here. 450 something for Unrivaled Super Hottie, barely any scouting. Just dropping some town centers here and there. Scouting in general for Match Made in Hell is not great. No, I don't think he has stone for another. It's getting there though. It's getting there. So let's see for Unrivaled Super Hotties. Nope, still 12 stone. Wait, he... Oh, I was looking at the gold. He's dropping that. Dropping on TC on Jamjak. At this point, maybe you'll TC drop the humans instead, but they're gonna have siege weapons and cap rams soon, so maybe not. Gas stage for the humans. Going for the knights, because why not? And how many stables? 2 for now. The stables only cost 100 wood for the humans, so you could easily make a couple more. Oh, yellow is up as well. That's true. King Boo. Going to have 25 archers forward to become crossbow bodkin units soon enough. And they also fire faster for the Ethiopians, 20% faster. Humans lacking the upgrade still for the cavalry. Bloodlines is in, only 1 defense though, so they are vulnerable to mass crossbows for now. Top side, stone walls. Slowly completing as well. Could keep the aggression away from home base, but is it enough? Pathfinders. Honestly, lower in military overall. but still arguably a better working economy overall, since Hottie is still stuck in the Dark Age and just being plain annoying here. Could technically delay or deny the slabs a Castle Age, but that's not happening anytime soon. Shamjak is committing to Feudal Age for now, since both his teammates are or are soon to be in Castle. Were scouts doing their thing, 11 scouts to become light cab, most likely, unless they get taken out in the meantime. So look at the economic situation. Okay, looking pretty decent for the Khmer. I don't think the plan is to go Imperial Age here, but he almost has the resources to. So several stables, knights here, maybe triple stables perhaps. At least the two of them. They will... Oh, we'll see soon enough. Obviously they want to focus archers now, because El Noniro also just reached the Castle Age. Wait, it's not going nuts, it's going elephants. And unfortunately, there's an opening into the base behind all of these almost completed stone walls. Yeah, I don't think they care at this point, to be fair, Otter. They're down to 0, they can do whatever. Well, if he wants to make elephant, if Dan wants to make elephants, let him make elephants. Slow chonkers forward stable here, making the elephants, well, to be fair, they withstand more crossbow shots. Was it Hottie letting them in again? Yeah, maybe. Still wasn't completely close to the sides though, but... Still military lead for match made in hell, still Dark Age for unrivaled Super Hottie. Alright, the Palisades in the middle gave the opening. So being raided by the stray scouts of Jamjak, still in the Feudal Age, but definitely providing something. Town Center will go down though. I think they're focusing the TC specifically now, just in case this means Jamjak is on the way to the Castle Age, but he really isn't. So this is just going to cost him a lot of wood. Commits to repairs, but Boo is here with the crossbows. Could maybe take out some of the repair villagers, I don't know. Steady trickle of elephants now, 9 elephants and counting for match made in hell. 30 villagers behind, yes, but also 20 villagers, 20 military ahead. Yeah, it's definitely delaying Castle Age, and the yeah, stone for another DC. He's gonna be fine. I think he wants match made in hell to think that he is going Castle Age though, because he keeps repairing. I don't know why he does that, but it's probably just to force them to focus their attention over here and make this the fighting point, buying time for the Cumans to keep extending the economy and do whatever. Does drain a lot of wood though, these repairs. Chonkers coming in to eat the TC, and finally the slabs TC is gonna go down. Boom. He's been repairing so much as well, so he's missing the wood for another TC now, and I guess he could receive sling because they are 1 H above. If you're 1 H above, you can sling. And in the Imperial Age, if you're all in the Imperial Age, sling is not restricted. So you could definitely sling Jamjak wood for the TC now, since you're in the Castle Age. Oh, I wasn't missing it. I was just waiting for the TC to go down to build it, a new one. Fair enough. Hottie, again, finding value here, almost walling in the stable with gates. And match made in hell still pushing. This is the, in many ways, the closest match so far. Even though they're significantly behind in the economy and the humans players almost fully boomed and just enjoying life in the back here. Yeah, I know it's a while ago. I just realized. Humans cavalry +2 defense, but also almost 30 Ethiopian crossbows with ballistics and soon to become arbalest in Imperial Age, presumably. Could be strong here, honestly. As long as Anfo doesn't get to a critical mass of cavalry or whatnot. Still open in the middle, letting these raiding parties through. It's just a couple of scouts, though. They shouldn't be doing too much. Elephantos raiding the economy. No monks here to get conversions in either. Suppose you could mix in some camels with the humans as well. Just for a quick fix against the elephants. It's a good pressure. Stone walls are up. Pathfinders still have Jamjak in the Feudal Age, but they also still have Hoti in the Dark Age, so they are... What's this? It's a 2 versus 2.5 or something? Not 2 versus 3, but... Because Hoti isn't really making any military, and I don't even know where he rebuilt the TC. Still has the TC in the middle of the battlefield. That's funny. Raiding party! Losing some builders to be fair. Dan and T's eco kills 44 to 6. Keeping them in the game. Keeping the eco difference from becoming too large. Boo in Imperial Age, immediate Bracer Arbalest here. Has kept most of the crossbows alive. Dan and T with a forward castle in the middle of the map here as well. I mean, the Great Britain community plays a lot of Portline in community games, at least, on a regular basis, so they're probably more familiar with this map than the Polish players are, or at least Jamjak and Eloniro are Polish. Castle goes up in the middle. What do we do from here? Is it going to be Ballista Elephants now? Full on Trunkers mode from Dan MT. No, he could not send the stone to Boo because the slinging player needs to be 1 age above. That's the slinging rules. So if they're both in castle age, you can't sling. But that would have been powerful for sure. That would have made it possible for Boo to produce a castle without having to mine all of that stone. And he could easily deal with the humans' castles or other buildings on Pathfinder side. They're staying in their little corner, but now we have Anfo going Imperial Age as well, and still has taken relatively small hits to the economy. Got 15 villagers lost, yes, but has 124 villagers total. Oh, they're gonna look for the opening. Is it still open? Nah, it's not still open. It's fine. Still finds economy to raid though, and King Boo moving forward with villagers as well. Has he been... maybe he just wants to... Oh, he's going for the gold. That's what he's doing. Quick wall! Save yourself! There's no women and children first here for Hoti. The old or young man saves himself. you have the ballista elephant out as well. At least one of them. And fuel age on the way for Hottie. He's going to reach the fuel age at a whopping 41 minutes here. Luniro expanding here, Castle for Jamjak, so he's 1 age ahead of unrivaled Super Hottie still. Castle age for the Slavs means light cavalry, maybe some knights as well. No, doesn't really have the gold for that. But could seed a lot of more of the cheap Slavs farms and keep making scouts and light cav. Boo with forward ranges in the middle now. Will he make a siege workshop as well, maybe? Ethiopians, siege weapons, the only civilization to have access to all of the siege workshop weapons. You're late at 4101. So one castle denied from the Cubans over there at some point. More town centers along the edge. It's not heaps of gold on this map. I mean, there's just like a couple of extra neutral tiles. King Boo keeps the crossbow mass, now adding the, or Arbalest mass, now adding the bombard cannons from somewhere as well. No! Right in the group of crossbows of El Noniro. Bombard cannon actually going down to crossbow fire there. That's great value from El Noniro's crossbows. Trebuchets out for the Cumans as well. That Khmer Castle won't be staying up for long. 4 stables, battle elephants. Fully Khmer behind all of this as well, but we have elite step lancers for the Cumans against battle elephants. Can't say I've seen that fight anymore. Seen that fight before. Yeah. Hot is going into trade mode now, wants to get trade running to bring the team domination here. He wouldn't be able to sling any gold though, because he'd still be stuck in the castle age. Imbu chasing away the cavalry of the humans for now, but they keep replenishing them as well. Siege workshop will be going down quickly to Trebs here, but the only one surprised at the imp step switch instead of Pala. I think they're just feeling confident enough to do exactly what they want, and also they were going to try and get through for some raids earlier, so the step lancers kind of made sense with that in mind. But I think they're just enjoying making whatever at this point, to be honest. And it's delaying the game for sure. Imperial Age on the way for the Vietnamese as well now, which means that we'll see Arbalest from blue. And to be fair, Pathfinders have not started trade, so they will have to rely on trash units if this game goes on for long. Yeah, of course Paladins would clean up the Arbalists much more easily than the Elite Step Lancers. It's not that over 2 of Match Made in Hell are in Imp, yes, but Unrivaled Super Hotly still won't be providing for a long while Jump Jock is at least making military, so you'll be fighting an uphill battle against military numbers anyway. That would be my concern here. Ooh! Ooh! Are we gonna petard through the walls here? We're gonna need 2 petards to break through. Second one on the way. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing here, but where are they going to enter? Where's the surprise attack? Oh, might not even need them because they have traps as well. 155 villagers for the humans and hussars added as well. No sign of any trade. So the gold income limited for Team Pathfinders. Elephants maybe on stand ground or something, not fighting. Petarded through, and the raiding party now to look for exposed economies to hit here. Surely King Boo has felt this coming through the walls here. Shooting walls instead of trees? Well, they broke through the walls with petards, didn't they? Raiding party! Going to extend the economic lead for Pathfinders now for sure. Still a bit of a push to the middle here. Castle likely to go down for the humans, but still lots of town centers and other fortifications to break through here. Fully upgraded hussars, but against elite battle elephants now. I feel like we may need an Halbwitch very soon for Pathfinders here, but there's the Ethiopians, Arbalists to worry about as well, or to, yeah. Danity with the defensive castle attempt won't be getting that up anytime soon. There's nothing on the field right now to deal with elite battle elephants. You need halberdiers against this. Maybe monks, but I don't know, 22 elite battle elephants. Yeah, they don't have, I mean, the most logical choice here would be for Jamjak to go for halberdiers here with the slabs and eventually get to Regina and whatnot, but you need gold for that, and gold is a major issue for Pathfinders. At least currently. Yeah. Somehow they managed to deal with the elite battle elephants after all. And Super Hot's pressure trade is going down as well. Where are elephants? Just like that, Pathfinders have twice the military of Match Made in Hell, and about a 70 equal lead as well. They may not need trade if this keeps up. Light Cav diving into raid still from the top side as well. Vanity desperately trying to get some kind of re-walling done here, but not quite gonna get there yet. GG says Otter, and I think he might not be wrong about this one. Middle position being pushed away from match made in hell. Scrambling Applecast in the middle here for some limited gold access, but it's only a matter of time. That's also a way of dealing with trebuchets. Is it so we're gonna get the other one. King Boo. Slowly battering down a defenseless trebuchet trying to deal with the match made in hell trade here. Took out a couple of markets. 42 gold, so it's not the most significant trade route ever. Light cab doing some work as well. 5 stable light cab for the slabs. No, Jump Jock doesn't need any Imperial Age here. Enter the Elite Step Lancers and the Hussars from the south. Jump Jock is sending light cab up north. And we are going to be raiding Match Made in Hell to the death here, aren't we? 100 villagers lead for Pathfinders. They have twice the military now as well. 8 Elite Battle Elephants isn't going to change that. Even Imperial Skirmisher is in. King Boo is running low, if not out of resources. He's only one TC, which makes sense because he went for that faster Imperial Age Arbalest play with the group of crossbows he had. Strong all in play to be fair, but not strong enough to bring the game all the way home. And there it is. King Boo taps out, calls the GG. An uphill battle for match made in hell for sure, but they did make it to the playoff, so obviously kudos for that. And interesting set against the top-seeded Pathfinders for the first division playoff final. First out of 7 divisions total. Or was it 8 even? No, I think it was 7. And season 8 will have 5 divisions. Just started. So the fun bit here is watching the uptimes. 1473 trade profit for Unrivaled Super Hottie. That's enough gold for him. And Castle Age. Did he even make it to... Yeah, he's in Castle Age. 41 minutes fuel age for Hottie. Did keep Jamjak occupied for a long time, so no Slavs, Boyars, or Druzhina infantry this game. Humans more or less freely boomed in the back there, and yeah, carried the game home with some help from the Vietnamese crossbow arbalist. GG. That would be the Sicilians, Ethiopians, Khmer against the Vietnamese, Cumans, Slavs, and another home map down for match made in hell. GG, well played. That is season 3 concluded. Season 3, season 7 concluded.